guys doing today? Oops, there's like nice little deodorant on my armpits. Love that. Okay, so today's video is going to be a makeup look inspired by the place I was born in, which is Mexico City, and it was Independence Day a little bit ago. I wanted to post this on Independence Day, but it was just not going to happen. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and I am kind of like a little bit nervous about my chest because I'm going to be doing the eagle that's like in the middle of the flag. So we're going to see how that looks in the end. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get started into the makeup. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as well. I will love you for that, you know? Alright guys, so I have blocked out my eyebrows and I lost my voice, so that's maybe why I sound a bit different, but what we're gonna do now is I'm just going to copy the photo of the eagle to put on my chest. So I'm just gonna pop it up right here. So this one right here is the one I'm gonna do. And that's the eagle that I'm gonna put right smack in the middle of my chest. And before I actually start drawing out the eagle, what I'm gonna do is just start drawing out the lines, like get kind of an idea of where I'm gonna separate the colors. So like which colors first? I don't know, so I'll figure that out in a minute, but basically, so one side's gonna be red, green, and this is a white, and this is where the eagle is gonna go. I will make him a little bit more straighter towards the end, but I'm just trying to get an idea of what it is that I want it to look like. And so for the eagle, there is like plants underneath it. So I am gonna draw out the plants just like in a line. So now that I have an idea of what it's gonna be, so now that we kind of have an idea, because the reason I'm doing this is because when I was drawing it out on paper, I wasn't getting like the measurements as close as I could because I was placing them in the wrong way basically. Now that we have that, I'm going to start doing the eagle part, which is gonna be, dude, this is gonna take a while. So that's what I'm gonna do. There's really no way for me to explain this except the fact that I'm just looking at the picture that I have right here in front of me, the one that I popped up for you guys, and just kind of going off of that and tracing, you know, and doing it the best to my ability. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so now that we have the little eagle kind of filled out, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with a brown color. And I'm going to go in with a cream brown color, and then on top I'm going to do the outlines in black. So like the little like feathers and like the little details is what I'm going to do in black. So but before that, I am going to go in with a brown color, and I'm just going to fill in the eagle, and I'm going to start with the eagle first. So just to not make this video too long, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this whole portion in brown. Okay, so now that I filled in the whole eagle, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go in with the black, so like the outline in black, and I'm gonna do that in a watercolor so that it doesn't mix in with the cream base that we have underneath. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that black watercolor and just start doing the outlines on the eagle. I'm not gonna show you how I outline the whole thing, just to save a little bit of time because I am just copying off of the photo, but I will show you a little bit how I do it, and I will be right back to show you the next steps. Okay, so this is what it is currently looking like. I basically just did the same thing I did for the eagle, just on this side. So I just colored it in the way it is on the picture, and now I'm just going to do again like the little detailed lines and things like that, just how it is in the picture that I am copying. So I'm just going to do a couple across like how it is, and then there are some more up here that are like crisscross kind of. So that's what I'm going to do for that. But for right now, I'm just going just straight lines like this. And I'm going about halfway, and then they start to crisscross. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing up here. So right here where the green is, it's all crisscross, and then on the brown, they're all horizontal. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. All right, so I think I'm done with the eagle and the snake. It was a pain in my booty. If I wanna retouch it, I'm gonna end up retouching it at the end. But for now, we're gonna move on. And I am going to now go into the little green stuff on the flag. So like the plants and stuff. I'll pop up a picture right here just so you guys can see. But yeah, all the like the little green stuff. Very first one, so the very big one is the one I'm gonna do now. Ugh. So for that, what I'm gonna do is, I don't know yet. I want to take this tiny brush and I'm going to go in with the water activated paint, and I'm just going to start creating the little leaves that are on the little thing. So I'm just kind of making these like squiggly lines, trying to copy the little leaves to the best of my ability and just keep going. So I'm just going to continue making these little shapes right here and just go all the way up here, and then I will be right back to show you the rest of this whole thing. Okay, so now that I have done the little figures right here, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and color them in. So they're obviously all green, so I'm just going to go ahead and color the little leaves green, and then I'm just going to start filling in the little leaves that we created. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do this part right here, which is, I don't even know what it is, but it's just like this little like figure. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, so that's the next thing I'm gonna do. I'm just going to start off with the blue. You guys can't really see what I'm doing here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to skip this part right here and then just go on to the one that's right underneath the eagle so that you can at least see what I'm trying to do. Okay, so as you can see, I just did this little outline right here, and I am just going to go ahead and fill it in with the same shade that I did this little thing. I'm not liking how this looks, but I really don't see it getting any better, so we're just gonna go with it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start filling this in. Here we go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the green color and just start filling each one of these in. Just wanna make sure that's what I need to do, yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill each one of them in. Okay, so once we have each one of those filled in, what I'm going to do now is this cactus right here is overlapping this, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to take that black color and just drag this down a little bit, and then right there where that yellow is, I'm just going to go ahead and erase it. So now that we have that done, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to go in with the details on the actual cactus and just like a little base of yellow, and then I'm going to put the spikes right on top of where that yellow is, and then I'm going to go in with watercolor in black so that that actually stands out a little bit more, and I'm going to use the spikes to do that. So okay, so it doesn't look perfect, you know, but what are you gonna do? So now that we did that, the last thing I'm gonna do until I move on is I'm just gonna do the foot. So I'm basically just gonna copy it off of the picture. While I'm doing the foot, I am going to do the foot. So once I do the foot, I will be right back to show you the next steps. Okay, so now that we are here, basically all I did was just finish this portion, like I said, I think. And now I just did the little lines, and this is where I'm going to divide up my face. What I'm going to do before I go in with the colors is I'm going to put like some words on my face that has to do with Mexico. I'm not going to put like tacos and shit like that. I'm going to put Viva Mexico and then Mexico mi amor. Maybe, yeah. Okay, so I am just going to grab my little pencil and just, again, draw it out. So trying to figure out where I want to put it. Maybe like right here. Okay, I was going to do it in block letters, but I feel like there's not going to be enough space. So I'm just going to do it normally. And for that, I am going to use water activated paint because I feel like it's going to be easier. And I'm just going to do it all in black. Like all the letters are going to be in black. I don't want to complicate my life too much. But I'm taking a pencil, a brush like this, so that I can kind of get the effect of block letters, but without not doing too much of the work. Okay, so now that we have that on this side, I'm just going to put something else on this side of the face. I don't know what it is yet, and I would record it, but it's just going to be hard for me to do. So basically just going to be doing the same thing on this side. Just don't know what it is that I'm going to put on there yet. So I'll be right back once I have this side completed. Okay, so now that we are here, what I'm going to do now is I am just going to color in each section. So I'm going to record a little bit of how I just fill it in, but there's like not really much to it, so I'm not going to show you the whole situation, but I will show you part of it. So I'm going to start with the white, and I will show you how I do that. And I'm just going to avoid the eye area for now. We're just going to go ahead and do that.
As heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Alright guys, so now we are here. I basically just went off camera and did this eye. I should have done it the opposite way, but it's fine. I'm basically going to do the same thing I did on this side to this eye, but using green. So I'm just going to grab my green palette that I always use, which is this one right here, and I'm just going to pack that green on. I'm really not doing any transition kind of thing. I'm just like not in the mood. So I'm just going to go ahead and work this green in, and I'm first using a fluffy brush just to like get the color on, and then I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, and I'm just going to apply that green right where I was applying it, but this is just going to help me build up that pigment. So I'm just going to keep applying this. And I'm also bringing it up to the brow how I did on this side right here. So I'm just basically doing the same thing on this side, bringing it up to the brow nice and high. And using a smaller brush is just gonna make it easy to pack it on the shade and get nice and precise. But yeah, so I'm just going to keep applying this shade where I want it to be. And I will be right back to show you what I will do next. Alrighty, and now that we have done the eyes, what I want to do now is I'm just going to do the detail of the sombrero that we did right here. Okay, so now that I did that, it looks like butthole, but I'm over it. I'm going to put the rhinestones on and hopefully it'll make it look better. And now what we're going to do is, what are we going to do? I'm just going to do a lower part of my eyes, like the lower lash line, just to like get that out of the way. So now that we have done that, the last thing I do want is the rhinestones, but what else do I need to do for that? Oh, that's what I need to do. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, once I have done what I just did, is I am going to go ahead and fill this whole part in with white. And I'm not gonna record it just because it's gonna take me forever, and literally I'm just filling this whole part in with white and just like going around the stuff I did, like this whole thing I did beforehand. But I'm just gonna go ahead and fill all that in with white. Once I do that, like I said 20 million times, I'll be right back to show you the rest of it. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go on to this part right here. And what I wanna do for that part is I'm just gonna do the same thing I did over here. I'm just gonna paint it all red. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my red paint and a nice big brush. Just start going to town. There's really not much to it except if it's easier to grab a flat brush like this, so that you can create those like nice and straight lines without messing up too much. I mean, that's like the only tip I would have. Other than that, you're just painting the whole thing red. So I'm just gonna put this in fast motion, and then I will be back to show you what else we're gonna be doing. Alright guys, so now that we have done the red, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this off because I don't like how it looks, and I'm going to put it with something else. I might put tequila on there instead, but we'll see. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, just because I don't like how the sombrero looks. I might just leave like the little chili thing there, but I don't like how this looks. It looks like a boat. I don't know. I just don't like it. And I might also end up taking off the hearts. Also don't like it. And I'm just going to put like pearls or rhinestones on it instead. So that's what I'm going to do while my camera is charging. And I'm also going to apply lashes on my eyes as well as just maybe some rhinestones around there. And then once I do that, I will show you like the final touches that I'm going to do, just so that my camera can charge a little bit more and so it doesn't die on me. But yeah, once I have that completed and my camera is a little bit charged, I will show you what else I do. Alrighty guys, so now we are at this stage. This makeup is taking me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Anyways, it's 2:06 in the morning and I started at 4:35. Now what we're gonna do, I just popped on the lashes and just did a little something sparkles on the eyes, and then I just fixed this. I just put CDMX, which was where I was born in Mexico. For those of you who don't know, I am Mexican. I just lived in the United States a long time, and that's why I have no accent, and that's why I film my videos in English, because I'm just more comfortable with it. I feel kind of dumb when I talk in Spanish and I listen to myself, but it's fine. So now that we have that, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with the little rhinestones to kind of fill up a little bit of the space, because I just feel like naked like this. So on the white parts, we're going to go in with some pearlies. Ew, why did I say it like that? So we're going to go in with some pearls on the white part of the flag. And then for these two, we're going to go in with these that are just kind of look like that. And that's what we're going to do for the face. I don't know if I want to put them here. I don't think I'm going to, because I feel like just with like, you know, that it's good enough. So I'm just going to take some lash glue, and I'm just using this little tool. You can just get it off of Amazon. This gummy part is just to like pick them up and just put them on your face. So it does make it a little bit easier. And then I'm just going to apply glue onto my face wherever I feel like I want to put the little pearlies. Okay, so that's kind of where I decided I want to put them. And now I'm just going to start placing them, and I'm just taking the other side of this little tool, and you just pick them up like that. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. I mean, it looks better than it being blank, so I'm going to keep it like that. And now I am just going to take more of the pearls, and now I'm just going to apply them on this part of the flag. And then on each one of these, I'm not going to do anything. I kind of just want to leave it bare how it is. So I'm just going to do the same steps I did on my face. Okay, so I don't know what was the last thing I recorded, but yeah. Now I'm just gonna go into this part. So putting the red, I'm deciding if I want to do red and green or red, if that makes sense. I think I'm just gonna do red, so that if it looks like too much, that maybe it doesn't pop out as much. Does that make sense? I don't know. But you'll see. Oh shit, you'll see. But I am just going to not record this part, because I'm literally gonna do the same thing I did with the pearls, but just on these two sides with the different rhinestones. So once we got that done, I will be right back. Alright guys, so this is where we are now. I just added the little stones. I don't really love how it looks with the little stones, but I'm not taking them off. So we're gonna stick with them. And you can't really see them that much if I look straight on, but whatever. And yeah, I just added the little detailing right here at the bottom. And I think that is it for this look, if I am correct. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So with that being said, I will be right back with the crown, and I will show you the final result. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and how I did the Mexico independence makeup look. It is something a little bit different. This whole eagle situation was a pain in the booty, but I got it. It doesn't look great, but you know, it's better than I thought I could do, so that's always a plus. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, learned something new, maybe entertained. I entertained you in some kind of way. If you are interested in knowing how to do the crowns, I know I say that all the time, but leave it in the comments below, and if I see a comment that says you guys are interested, then I will do it for you. But yeah, what else do I have to say? Oh, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, comment, whatever it is that you need to do, the whole YouTube shebang thing. That will help me a lot. So please do it because it'll help me and I would really appreciate it. But with that being said, if you made it to the very end of this video, thank you so much. It means so much to me so I don't feel stupid every time I talk to a camera. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. My TikTok and Instagram are at alexiachao.beauty, and then my personal Instagram is alexia_chao. They are always linked in the description if you guys are interested in following me. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Las luces, las noches que fuimos de bares, la vez que peleamos y perdiste las llaves, extraño todo lo que fue tenerte.
Mexico on what? No. Oh God, why? Yeah.
So good, was it feel so good? Was it feel so